how much did you like this review?
I'm staying for breakfast.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jason. I'm going to give you a marketing lesson on how a casual company with a low budget can do a great job making a commercial compared to a company that I reviewed last week with a massive budget and does an awful job. Last week I reviewed a Chevy commercial and I exposed 12 things that did not make sense. And trust me, there were plenty more that I did not include in that review. The biggest issue lately is how they identify the actors as not actors. They want you to believe that all these random people are saying a bunch of great things about their company. And my issue, and all the other people that have been hating on these Chevy commercials issue, is that these people are not genuine. It just does not seem real. I pointed out last week that all the shots were filmed within 30 miles of Hollywood, home of where actors and actresses are trying to get their first break. And even if these non-actors are actually not actors, the cameraman still took the time to find the right shot, to get the right lighting, the right scenery, hook up the mic, and do all these things. So in that, there's probably a pretty high percentage that these non-actors were coached and then paid. So that sounds a lot like acting to me, otherwise known as not being genuine. So here's a commercial that I want to commend for doing a better job than Chevy.
That smells really good.
Really sexy.
The Garden of Eden.
Feels like I'm showering in a waterfall with that. I like it.
It's James Schrader with Dr Squatch doing the scent test, man on the street. And if you haven't questioned what soap you use, Morgan & Morgan want you to.
I was on YouTube the other day and I saw this commercial airing, and it's more of a YouTube video than a regular type of commercial, but there was something that I saw in it that I wanted to point out.
So go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm just going to hold up one of our competitors' bars and just tell me what you smell. So Taylor, you're first.
It smells like just classic bathroom soap.
I wouldn't say it smells natural. It kind of smells like when you drive by one of those big factories.
Tell me what you smell. Really got in there.
It kind of smells like old lady, like a little bit.
Okay. Old lady, what else? Keep going. Dig deep. Dig deep.
It's clean, but yeah, it smells like my grandma.
First of all, modern marketing that you see in a lot of ads, specifically on YouTube, are all about marketers putting their face in front of the camera and then having a nice luxurious scenery in the background. So they get up close and personal with you and tell you if you want all of this and you want $10,000 per month, then all you have to do is go click on this link and go to my free webinar. Okay, I went off on a tangent there, but the point is that they're trying to engage with you as a person. And that's what this commercial is doing with other people, and you can tell by their body language that they are not being coached. That is genuine. That is a real reaction. Just like the title says, these people are probably just walking around an event, a fair, a marketplace, whatever it was, and Dr. Squatch just happened to be there with a mic and a camera, and they said, hey, do you want to be part of our taste test? Would you also like to be on YouTube? Just sign this waiver. They probably didn't even have to pay for these people, and they had genuine reactions. And on top of that, it was located in the exact same place. It was probably around the exact same time, so they weren't filming it day, at night, in random times when people wouldn't really be genuinely filming. So it made a lot of sense.
So now, what do you think of that?
That smells really good. It definitely doesn't remind me of my grandpa, which is excellent.
That's a bonus, I guess. If I mean, with your eyes closed, you really soaked it in and you're like, not grandpa.
Not grandpa.
Oh, this is much stronger. It smells like it smells like my guy's cologne.
Okay.
It smells really good, yeah.
Smells
really
good.
sexy.
In this commercial / YouTube video, there were two demographics that mattered. There were men and there were women. The product is intended for men, so it's supposed to give off this manly aroma, and they had to show at least one guy in there saying that this smells good and I would wear this kind of thing. The reason that they had females in the commercial is because they wanted to attract guys, and all these girls were saying, oh yeah, it's sexy, we like it, I would stay the night, I would stay through breakfast, blah, 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 blah. And guys are thinking, okay, well, if these girls are saying all these things about this bar of soap, I need to get this bar of soap because I want to attract these females and get that kind of reaction from them. On the flip side, if they're using that old people bar of soap, then all these girls are going to smell them and say, okay, that smells like my grandpa, that smells like my grandma, I'm not attracted to that guy. So it's something that we at Resolution Marketing call baboon marketing. And our definition of baboon marketing is putting the fear into your target market so that if they do not make a purchase, then they're going to lose out or they're going to face failure. And the commercial was a little bit more subtle than that. It wasn't blatant, but that's kind of the idea. Now, since this is the first time that I'm hearing about Dr. Squatch soap, I've never used this product before. I actually am partial to the liquid soap instead of the bar soap. I do believe after watching this commercial that it smells really good, but I don't know how well it cleans your skin. And that's really like the main point of using soap, because you could just spray yourself with some kind of scent as well. But anyway, I'm gonna go over to the exposed part. There are not as many things to expose in this commercial because it was a little bit irregular of a commercial, but nonetheless, I still found them because I am very analytical. And here they are. Okay, number one, the comparison. Who are they actually comparing against? Because he said that they were generic bars of soap. If they're generic bars of soap, then there's a good chance that those are the kind of bars of soap that you find in the dollar store. They're low-cost brands. Who cares if you're comparing against a low-cost brand, because you're in this position where you have a good smelling soap. They're in this position where they just cost a lot less. So you're not really competing against them. It's not a valid test, and so you should be exposed for that. Exposed. Number two, the surveyor asked leading questions.
You feel like you're in a magical place of any kind.
Yes, the Garden of Eden.
In the court of law, an attorney would object. The only thing I'm going to do is exposed. Number three, the surveyor used nonverbal suggestions to help the respondent choose the Dr. Squatch bar of soap.
So if you were gonna shower with one, which one would you definitely choose to shower with? Our all-natural soap or the generic bar?
Absolutely, the Pine Tar.
And it's possible that it was an accident, but when you're saying, so which bar of soap do you think is better? You can't give leading suggestions at all for it to actually make sense. Exposed. But to finish up the review, I like the opening. They had a black bar of soap up to an attractive female's face, and you're like, okay, what is she smelling? So you want to go on, and it's like, okay, for a guy who is attracted to women, they want to keep watching and see what's actually going to transpire. And that is all that I have today. How much did you like this review?
I'm staying for breakfast.
For breakfast? Oh, how about you smash that like and subscribe button instead? And if you have a commercial that you would like me to review, put it down in the comments. Check out the details in the description for how you can be picked. And I will see you next Wednesday.